Raise your hand and say absolutely. Absolutely! Did you guys notice that you were the loudest on the money question? That's okay, I don't mind speaking to a bunch of shallow people. I'm okay with that, so we'll be all right. You think it makes a difference who you hang out with? Yeah? Okay, so there's this crazy study that was done. These two guys took 4 monkeys and they put them into this cage, and in the cage they had this tall pole, and at the top of the pole they had these bananas. And so the monkeys got in there. As soon as they figured out that there were bananas at the top of the pole, they started to climb the pole. But the people who were doing the study, these two guys, every time a monkey would get close to the bananas, they would take this really cold bucket of water and they would douse the monkey with the water. And the monkey would just go scampering down back to the bottom, and he wouldn't really want to go try and get the bananas. So they did that with all of these monkeys. All 4 of these monkeys tried, they get doused with water, kind of cruel, but they were trying to figure out how they would respond to this. Then they did something really interesting. They had those 4 monkeys just sitting there playing at the bottom, not going for the bananas. And they pulled one of the monkeys out, and they put another monkey in. And that other monkey saw the bananas, started to climb up for it, but they didn't have to douse it with water. The other 3 monkeys pulled that monkey down and wouldn't let the monkey go up and try and get the bananas because they had had a bad experience, right? They had thought, oh, this doesn't work. I can't let him fail because I already tried it, it doesn't work. So they'd pull that monkey down, they wouldn't let him go after what he really wanted. And then they kept doing it. They switched out another monkey. And when that new monkey came in, they'd pull that monkey down. And then they switched out another one, and pretty soon they had 4 monkeys in the cage who had never been doused with water, but none of them would go up and get the bananas. Don't be a statistic. Hey, I want you to think about this. Are you hanging out with a bunch of monkeys that are dragging you down? That are bad influences on you? That aren't letting you go after your goals? That aren't letting you reach for what you really want to do? Otherwise, you just become a statistic. Did you realize that 1 out of every 24 young adults attempts suicide? Don't be a statistic. And it's not just suicide, it affects all sorts of other things as well. 1 out of every 3 high school students drops out of high school. Don't be a statistic. Every 31 minutes, in the time that I've been standing on this stage, 1 new person dies because of drinking and driving. Don't be a statistic. 300 people a day die from drug overdose. Don't be a statistic. Teen pregnancy, the numbers rise every single year. Don't be a statistic. Instead, be a leader. And the cool part about leadership is that no one has to tell you that you're a leader. It's completely up to you. I love what John Quincy Adams said. He said, if your actions inspire others to dream more, to learn more, to do more, become more, then you are a leader. So are you being a leader in your school? Because your school needs leadership. Are you being a leader in your family? Because every family in the world needs leadership. Are you being a leader with your friends? Are you influencing them, or are they influencing you? And so I walked across the lunchroom to the cutest girl in school and I said, excuse me, I have a question for you. And she said, what's that? And I pointed across the lunchroom, I said, you see my friend over there? She said, yeah. I said, he has a question. He wants to know if you think I'm cute. Now, is that not the best pickup line you've ever heard? And I am not kidding you. I wish I had a copy of this. On the marriage license application in the state of Kentucky, there is a question that says, relation to spouse, cousin, none other. I'm not even kidding you. I mean, you can't make that stuff up. Now, raise your hand if you've ever made a big mistake before. You bunch of liars, raise your hand. Okay, all of us have made mistakes before, right? Oh my goodness, thank you very much, Alexis. That was incredible.